If you want to photograph female models and you want to do better and you want to know how to pose them, you want to know what works really good in a photo, what doesn't, what's effective, what's going to get you booked more, this video is going to teach you a lot. This is an extension of a series that I have on my TikTok channel. My TikTok is right here. By the way, I'm not at my house, I'm at my friend's pool house, and their house is right here, so I just needed some good lighting and somewhere quiet for the day to record. So here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through LA Models, which is a really great modeling agency out of obviously Los Angeles, and I'm going to put my finger on the screen and my laptop is right here. Wherever my finger stops on that model's portfolio, we're going to go through and critique it. The critique is not going to be so much about the model, it was what the photographer could have done better with that model. And stop. It's in between Daliana and Danny. I'm gonna go with Danny because she has a gap in her tooth and I want to show diversity and unique features. I'm sure they're both great. This is good. She has a very unique look with the haircut and everything, but it's good. Like, she's beautiful. I like that they're showing that there's a large gap between her teeth. That could be a very desirable thing for a lot of shoots, but when you hide it, it becomes a negative. So if they have unique features, like if you notice a model has a very unique smile, unique teeth, unique features, don't try to hide it as much as you want to run with it and you want to make that the big thing. Pose on the left, great. No phantom body parts coming out. I'm seeing the shoes, it's forward so it doesn't look massive. Her front toe is pointing all the way. So it's pointy, it's not like this. So look at my hand right now. Whatever is closest to the camera is gonna seem the biggest. Like, my hand is clearly not the size of my torso and head. So this is the closest to the camera. Now, if her shoe was to the side, that thing would be massive, but pointing forward, it's smaller. I'm seeing the pant, I'm seeing the shirt. The only thing that I would do in Photoshop is maybe bring the belt line in a little tiny bit, just for that line, and that's it. The one on the right side, cool, it's a cool image. She's showing, it's clearly a denim ad. She's showing me the back pockets, the seam on the side, everything. It's great. It's a good photo. She actually is thinking about something. She looks a tiny bit upset, and that's okay, because that's still a look. To the left, this is important. Model profiles are really important. I have like a hump on my nose. I want to see that. I want to see people's imperfections, what they consider, but I really love that. And so a photographer like me, I want to see that. I want to hire you because, not that there's anything wrong with her nose, but I want to see a profile. So if you can fit a side profile with a model, really great. Remember when I told you, maybe I said it in the male video, which again is linked down below, it was the guy video, wherever the hands meet is where the eyes go first. Her hands aren't really meeting like this, but they're coming together like this on that big boulder. She's in Joshua Tree. I'm okay with that, but be very careful that the hands don't meet in downtown, down there. Because when you go in the crotch, then that's where my eyes are gonna go to first. She's kept them on the rock in front of her, and I think that that's important. One on the left, I don't know what you're trying to tell me. Are you sexy? Are you scary? Are you happy? Are you sad? Were you dragged out here? There's no emotion on her face. The pose itself could be cool. She seems she's got like a tomboy edge to her. I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying that she would wear this dress. I'm not buying that she would be here. When you look at a photo, when you look at the back of your camera and you're like, just the way I described it, I'm not buying this photo. Well, what could you do about it? So let's talk about why I'm not buying this photo. I just don't think this is her scene. I don't think this is her dress. So if that's the case, how do I change it? If I see like a tattoo right here in her forearm, she seems like a tougher girl. She's not big and smiley, but she's wearing this beautiful dress, then at that point, I would put a cigarette in her hand, or I would just have her just even foot up on one of the rocks, you know, and or have her stand on top of the rock looking down at you, very dominant. Then I'm like, oh cool, she's controlling this situation. The one on the right, great eye expression, great facial expression, beautiful lighting, beautiful outfit, beautiful hair. She kind of looks like Bjork. Okay. Both of these are kind of winners in that 80s way. This one where she's looking like this, all kinds of emotion. It is straightforward. I wish that she would look at the camera, but even looking all the way away from the camera works really, really nicely. And then this one, so here's what the photographer did right. The photographer went lower than her, and so now he or she is looking up at the model, and the model's looking down. That puts her in a position of power, and I like that. I also like that she's doing a very light smush. She's not really going like that, so the light smush works really, really well too. And then I do like, she shows you her teeth. Like, that's a very unique characteristic in her, and we want to accentuate that. Oh, this blue one is one of my favorites. I know she's not looking at the camera, but actually both of these images are really, really great. How I get a model to do this is I'll usually go, hey, on a count of 3, I'm gonna say 1, 2, look. 1, 2, look. So I'll have him look and then 1, 2, look. 1, 2, look. And each time the hair moves a little bit. That's how you get that lively hair movement and just the alive feel on their face. The one on the right, I really just like that. Just winking. Looks like 2 different eye color of eyeshadows. I just like it. She's just like in your face, bold. That's how they should market her. They are marketing her that way actually. So the one on the left, I don't know. I just think it's like a cool image of what they thought, but there's no, what is the emotion behind this one? I'm not buying it. I'm not a fan of it. But the one to the right of that is much better because no, I don't know if I would, they're not great photos. And I'll tell you why. The reason I'm going back on it is the one on the right side, just connect with me. One eye I see more white, the other eye that looks like the eyelashes are too heavy on. I don't know if I want to hire her, but that curl thing was supposed to stick to her face, but it's sticking out. You can see there's a shadow underneath it. I'm not a fan of it. Look at me. If you're gonna have bold makeup, then give me a bold look. That's the photographer's fault. And then the other one, I feel like she's about to sneeze. Like that. Not a fan. What are you selling me? They got to think about something. One on the left with the mask on her hair. She's thinking about something, so I like it. It's not her best photo, but I think that that's not really her look, but she's thinking about something, so I'm okay. The one on the right of that, sitting and having coffee, cool. Are you trying to get in on my conversation? I don't believe the expression, so I can't tell you guys enough. Make them think of something and don't make them come up with it. You, as the photographer, tell them what to think about. Think about the person in 3rd grade that was mean to you. Think about the last time you cried. Think about what made you smile last. Think about the last text and how that person makes you feel. Weak. Sorry, she's a gorgeous model. That's what the agency picked. Like what is this? She's looking away. She's such a powerful presence. Look at the camera. As a photographer, I'm like, are you sleepy? Because I don't know if I want to hire you. I'm sure she gets booked a lot, but that's just my opinion on what helps you get a model to stand out. It's your job to direct them. It's your job to guide the whole set, to tell hair and makeup, hey, that curl in the face, it's not sticking, so I need you to like do something. Hey, I don't feel connected. I feel like her eyes are heavy. Can we lessen the eyelashes or the extensions? Or we need to put more lighting in there. Hey, we're gonna go 1, 2, open. And then that opens up the eyes a little bit more. That's your job, to get the hair to move and go 1, 2, look. There's so much that you can do that you can control. That's why I think this video is gonna help you. And watch the guy version too. If you want more of these, also please let me know. I will do more of them. It's a little bit of a longer video, but I think there's a lot for you to learn. And thank you so much. Watch this video. It's gonna help you out too.